Why Hollywood and royals have turned on Meghan Markle. Allegations have come to light that Meghan and Harry's perceived lack of talent and demands for total control over their activities have contributed to a Hollywood backlash against them. Many say it comes down to unnecessary drama and self-inflicted PR blunders. A glaring example was Meghan's recent birthday. On her 44th birthday, August 4th, the expected flood of celebrity well wishes never came, not even from her husband. Her former A-list pals from Beyoncé to Tyler Perry stayed conspicuously silent in public. Even the royal family, who used to send her birthday greetings, kept quiet this year. William, Kate, King Charles, none of them posted anything. Social media quickly sensed a deliberate cool-off despite Meghan's high-profile status, interpreting the no-shows as a sign that Hollywood A-listers and the Windsors alike have distanced themselves. Ironically, the loudest birthday praise came from Meghan's own camp. Her new lifestyle brand, As Ever, posted a glitzy tribute on Instagram, complete with a chic black and white portrait of Meghan. The caption gushed, celebrating the woman behind it all. She pours her heart, vision, and magic touch into every detail, and today we raise a glass to her. Happy birthday to our founder. On paper, it reads like a standard corporate shout-out, but many found it cringe. On how self-congratulatory it sounded, essentially, Meghan was praising herself via her own brand. In fact, Meghan was accused of writing a gushing birthday tribute to herself per RadarOnline.com. Detractors on social media mocked that no one loves Meghan as much as Meghan loves herself. Nothing screams, "I have no real friends," louder, they joked, than having to write your own birthday accolades under the guise of your brand's account. This isn't the only self-inflicted PR wound damaging Meghan's image. Recall back in 2020's Megxit deal, Meghan and Harry agreed not to use their HRH titles, His, Her, Royal Highness, in public life after stepping down as senior royals. They still technically have those styles, but they promised Queen Elizabeth II they wouldn't use them. Fast forward to now, a recent incident blew up this issue again. A photo surfaced of a personal gift Meghan gave to a friend, IT Cosmetics founder Jamie Kern-Lima, and on the gift tag, Meghan had styled herself as HRH, the Duchess of Sussex. Says, there it was, in black and white, the very title she vowed not to flaunt. Royal insiders saw that as a blatant breach of the agreement and a huge no-no against the late Queen's wishes. According to reports, Prince William was absolutely furious when he found out. Livid is the word used. Observers say William feels she's exploiting the royal titles to prop up her brand, and it has pushed him to consider drastic actions. He has promised that once he is king, he will strip Harry and Meghan of all remaining royal titles. Using the HRH styling, however, subtly reinforced the narrative that Meghan wants the royal prestige without the royal responsibilities. It was another PR misstep that further alienated the royals and many royal watchers. Meghan's foray into entrepreneurship was supposed to be a triumph, but it's become another sore point. Her much-hyped new lifestyle brand, As Ever, launched with great fanfare earlier this year. Initially, it seemed like a hit. The debut collection of artisanal products, think fancy small batch jams, a premium Napa Valley rosé wine, posh home goods, etc., sold out in under an hour on launch day. It was marketed with glossy, glamorous imagery and Meghan's personal touch on everything. For a moment, Meghan looked poised to be the next celebrity lifestyle mogul. But after that first flash of success, the momentum didn't last. As Ever was overhyped and underwhelming. Behind the pretty packaging and glowing PR, there wasn't much of a real brand story or loyal customer base. Industry experts pointed out that beyond the perfectly styled images, there was little substance. No clear message, no community, no compelling why behind the products. In other words, the brand felt hollow. And when the initial curiosity wore off, sales reportedly plummeted. Unsold inventory and waning buzz signaled that As Ever's early success was driven by Meghan's name and scarcity tactics, not by sustainable demand. It's gotten to the point where skeptics dismiss As Ever as mostly marketing fluff, another attempt by Meghan to cash in on her royal fame that isn't resonating with consumers long term. She has no one to blame but herself. Meanwhile, it's not just Meghan's reputation at stake, it's also her financial future. By stepping back from royal duties, Harry and Meghan traded royal support for financial independence, which is great if their private ventures thrive, but perilous if they don't. Lately, signs point to money troubles on the horizon. Their marquee deals are faltering. For instance, their much publicized $100 million Netflix contract is reportedly not being renewed, delivering a huge blow to their income stream. Insiders even warn that without that Netflix money, the Sussexes will struggle to maintain their lavish lifestyle, the multi-million-dollar Montecito mansion, the staff payroll, the security, all of it unless they drastically cut spending. To be clear, the post-royal empire they aim to build isn't yielding the payoff they'd hoped. This financial squeeze adds pressure for Meghan to keep her public image sparkling and her business ventures profitable. One could argue it's a big reason the PR machine is in overdrive. She needs the wins. But so far, the harder they push their narrative, the more the public seems to push back. At the beginning of Meghan's royal journey, many saw her as a breath of fresh air. A modern, self-made woman who could change the monarchy for the better. She positioned herself as a humanitarian, a feminist, a voice for change. However, over time, a very different image has taken hold in the public mind. She is now dubbed the Duchess of Delusion, suggesting that Meghan's view of herself is out of touch with reality. Behind the feel-good speeches about compassion and empowerment, she often puts herself first. Every endeavor, be it a Netflix documentary, a podcast, or a charity initiative, is seen as ultimately self-serving, aimed at boosting Meghan's brand or settling scores rather than genuinely helping others. Allegations that Meghan bullied her staff during her time at the palace have fueled this negative perception, painting a picture of a diva who preaches kindness but doesn't practice it. Perhaps most telling is the trail of broken relationships. Meghan's pattern with people is one of use and discard. Note how she has become estranged from her own father and half-siblings, as well as split from her longtime friends, because she is a user, manipulating and scheming, an uncouth mess. She has a transactional call girl mentality with everyone she comes in contact with, forming no real bonds and discarding people whenever she sees fit. Well, now the tables have turned and not even Harry wants to be around her. One day you're useful to Meghan's rise, the next day you're not, and you're out. Her supporters would vehemently disagree, but it's a narrative that has gained traction in the press and online. It's reached the point where even Prince Harry has not been immune to speculation after a series of less than happy public appearances, rumors spreading that Harry himself may be feeling trapped or disillusioned. They still present a united front, but the fact people believe it shows how far Meghan's star has fallen. So where does this leave Meghan Markle? Loved by some, avoided by many, and caught at a crossroads between her Hollywood ambitions, her royal ties, and her personal ideals. It's a disconnect between her celebrity appeal, royal traditions, and brand identity that has left her public image fractured. The very traits that once inspired people, her confidence, charisma, and outspokenness, are now seen by a sizable segment of the public as evidence of a self-centered, PR-obsessed, and narcissistic persona. For many who once cheered Meghan on, the shine has worn off. She is now a cautionary tale of narcissism and burnt bridges. What do you find most telling in this saga? Was it the Hollywood and royal snubs on her birthday, the apparent self-praise in that Instagram birthday post, the breach of royal protocol with the HRH drama, the hype and flop of the A's Ever brand and what that says about her? Or is it the accumulation of all of it that flipped the narrative for you? Let me know your take in the comments. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more in-depth content, or stay delulu. Thanks for watching. Until next time.